our last 5 minutes for our leader to give his final words. Take us to battle. Take us to battle.
Oscar! I'm just excited. I have to say that, oh, this is cool. See, this class, man, this class has made me so proud. This cohort, I mean, I don't even know whose idea this was. This is an amazing idea. This cohort has made me so proud all summer long. I feel that we're finally at the point where TXT has gone a different mile over the hump. And this is because of you all. This is because, not because of me, not because of me, not because of the board members, not because of the staff that started TXT, but because of you, everybody in this room. TXT is now at the next level. And you can tell because of the energy in the room, you can tell because of the products, you can tell because of how much you have pushed yourself, you can tell because you took it seriously. You made it a serious endeavor to take the future that you deserve into your own hands. You have decided this summer to say, hey, I'm going to be here. It's going to be tough. It's going to be late nights. It's going to be times when I'm angry. It's going to be times when I say, oh, fuck Oscar. Sorry for that.
I never crossed my mind though.
But you're here. And I'll tell you this much today. No matter where you go in the world, no matter if it's next year in school, in high school, if you keep this mentality, you will continue being a beast. If you continue understanding the power that you have internally and the power that you expose, the energy of your creation, of the faith that you have in yourself, of the faith that you have in your family, of the faith you have in God maybe, in whatever faith you have, if you continue understanding and telling the world, this is who I am, and I'm showing up for myself every single day, people will say, he's a GOAT.
Amen. Amen, brother. Amen, bro.
And that's what's going to happen. People are going to want to be like you every single day. Not only will you change your life, but you also will change the life of that young person next to you in school, of that person next to you at home. They will look up to you and say, I want to be like them. And that's how, little by little, one piece at a time, one person at a time, one energy at a time, that's how we'll change our communities. You will be the change. You already are the present of what LA, California, the United States can look like. You already are. There will be hard times ahead. There will be hard times ahead. It's not going to get easier. However, you will be better prepared to lift as much weight as you want to lift. You will have the mentality to go back into that world and say, today I'm going to lift 200 pounds. Today I'm going to lift 300 pounds. Today, and you're going to have that mentality because people will say, he's a GOAT. And that's all it takes. Today is not the end of TXT. Today is just the start of a new life that you can have. Right? Remember that. Today is not the end of TXT. Today is the start of a new life that you can have.
Say it again.
Today is not the end of TXT. Today is the start of a new life that you can have.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is imagine yourself today, walking there, right? At someone who said, hey, this is too difficult. And you walk out of there saying, at someone like, I got this. I am the GOAT. I am a beast. I do have the power to conquer the world no matter where I go.
Amen to that.
And these are not words, guys. These are real facts that I'm teaching you, and that the staff and Will and everybody else has taught you how to do. Some of the TXTers were yesterday at the Q. I was reading to them. I was reading today my journal, my high school journal, that I wrote. I wrote, 1994, what was there. And as I read that, I remember I'm writing there and talking about doing 5 miles. I couldn't run 5 miles at one point, but that day I ran 5 miles. And my coach said, if you can push yourself more, you will understand how much you can accomplish. Right? And I ran those 5 miles without stopping in my journal. And I remember saying my coach knew exactly who I was, the potential that I have. Right? I didn't know why he was doing it, but I knew that he had an idea of the potential that I have. In the second page of my journal, right next to it was really crazy. I talked about my birthday. And on that page, I realized that I didn't have a birthday party. It reminds me of that Biggie story, the Biggie story, but I didn't have a party, I didn't have a cake, I didn't have a celebration. My parents were probably not even home that morning. When I got back, my aunt gave me $50. That's a birthday gift. And my grandma gave me $100. And I'm always trying to figure out how to give me money. So she gave me $100. But the next sentence after saying that, what I found out was, it made me a little sad, but it made me real happy because who I am now. And this is why I told you, you will conquer the world. It says the next sentence, but I didn't get what I really wanted. I was saying, I'm but I didn't get what I really wanted. But I'm still a happy man. I wanted a computer. Think about that. I wanted a computer. As a senior in high school, I didn't have a computer. My parents couldn't afford a computer. I didn't get my first computer until my second year in college. And I was a computer information data analysis major, by the way. But that didn't stop me. I knew the skills I had built. I knew the resilience I had. I knew the faith I had. I knew the determination I had. And I knew how much I wanted to succeed. It is an unknown story. It is not the norm that a kid that was born in El Salvador next to a river gets to the White House, and the president invites him to the White House. That's not something common. And that's why I said to you today you are going into that room, right, as someone who knows how to conquer the world. When you come out of that room, you're going to say, nothing will stop me from being successful. No matter how hard it gets, no matter what I got to do, nothing will stop me. And you will go ahead and conquer all your dreams. As soon as you decide, that's my dream, you will conquer that. And you have the potential to do it, every single one. So remember, today, you're a goat. Today, you're a what? A goat. Today, you are a beast. Today, you're what? A beast. You have to understand that, okay? So on 3, we're going to clap together, all once in unity. And I want you to remember, don't forget, I will conquer my dreams. I will conquer my success. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. I want to give 3 people a chance to say one sentence.
Dylan. So it's this quote that I used to say to myself a long time ago, and it's from a famous rapper. His name is Nipsey Hussle, and it went like this: a dream without a plan is a wish. Because if you want to attack a dream of yours, you must always have a wish to go against it. Because if you don't have a plan for it, then what would you know? What's the next step?
All right, give him a round of applause. You got this. You can do it. The second person I want to bring up here It's Benito.
If you focus on the spoon too much, you're not going to see the beauties around you.
All right. Insia looking good today. You want people to
It's a part of the lyrics from a song called Bucka Bucka from Johnny Jash. He says, "How am I supposed to know another when I barely know myself?" So you have to obviously find yourself and find whatever creates you, so that you can know everybody around you more better and see the equality of everyone around you.
All right, go get him.
It's from Game of Thrones. So, as Jon Snow is about to step into his leadership role, somebody tells him, and I'm going to paraphrase it, kill the boy so the man can be born. So remember, you guys got this. Let's head downstairs. Let's keep that energy.
Our team is occupied, and this pre-demo, we're hyped up, we're ready to win this. We just gotta be ready, gotta be confident. Dylan, what do you gotta say?
We gotta be confident. We gotta fight the contest hard, so we can win. Because we're not losing, we're all winning.
Yeah. And
For me, we gotta stay determined. We always gotta keep looking at the goal. We can make it.
Well, I just hope that everyone has a good time today. We've all been working really hard, and I promise you, these ideas are absolutely blow you away.
Now we'd like to welcome Oscar to give a speech about SPLA.
All right, hope everyone's good again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I know it's a day that USC had everything blocked in, but you guys made it. We're excited about that. We're excited to be here. Right? A lot of parents have told me, I've never seen my kid work this hard.
Yes.
I mean, that's right. I mean, you're a lot of yes. Yeah, right? And they also have said to me, I am glad my kid is doing push-ups. So for those of you who don't know, at TXT, we do, for every minute you're late, we do 10 push-ups. So, but the results of that, parents have come to me and said, do you know that he gets ready before me to go to work, to go to class?
Yes.
Right? That's what people are saying. You know, he gets getting ready before me. He's telling me, we can't be late. So they're here on time, they're here working really hard, they're working late, and they've learned a lot of discipline, a lot of determination. So that's what I'm excited about today, so you can see the results of this. The boys have found their passion. Okay? They have found what they love to do. At TXT, we have 4 tracks at TXT. It's just like a technology company. 1, we have a software engineer in their groups. 2, we have a product manager. 3, we have a UI UX, which is the designer of the app, the designer of how things are looks and feels. And 3, we have a scrum master or a project manager. And they learn the skill sets, and they have a passion for this. So they found passion. So no more talking. Let's go ahead and get the music going, and let's go ahead and bump it up at this moment in time.
I'm living in that 21st century.
Welcome to Demo Day. Today you will be seeing 12 startups, 12 technology startups. It is the only group in South Central LA from the ages of 14 to 18 who are building viable products, viable startups. This is a group that's been working really hard, like I said, for 10 weeks, and they're solving community issues, community problems. They have gone from the ideation, from thinking about what the problem our communities are, all the way to launching a software that's going to help solve that problem. And today you will witness that. I'm excited to say that the youth have not only been working on a project, a lot of times we think it's only a project, but they have also gone out and looked for either investors, funding already, which is pretty incredible. I was blown away, you will be blown away. Partnerships in the city, and they're only 14 years old, 15, 16, 17 years old. And that's incredible. That's what the future looks like. The future that you're seeing today, you will never forget. We at TXT set ourselves to say, hey, we're going to find the next big startup entrepreneur in South Central LA, in the South Bay, in LA County, because this is where the talent is at. And many of our funders, many of our partners believe in that, and they've come back and invested in us because they've seen that. I'm happy to say that this year is the first year that we have an alumni, and we're trying to convince him not to do this, but it's up to him not to leave Berkeley, because he's 2 years into Berkeley, but his startup is going over 6 figures in revenue without any funding. So we're excited to say that. So this youth right here are going to be your change makers of the world. And now from here, I'm going to change it to our co-host, and then go ahead and come over here, Fabian, and come on. They're going to take you to the demo day. Have fun, enjoy it, and support you.
Hello everyone, we'll be your MCs for today. My name is Fabian. I'm a rising junior at UC Santa Cruz, studying business and politics.
My name is Latuan. I'm one of the USC coaches here. I'm a rising sophomore at Stanford University, studying computer science. First, we'd like to introduce our distinguished judges here. First, we have Marcelo Rodriguez. Marcelo Rodriguez is a program manager at Google. Next up, we have Melissa Santizo, who is a senior program assistant at the Broad Foundation.
Up next, we have Jim Goldfinger, the Chief Customer Officer at Customer Times. Up next, we have Marcos Gonzalez. Marco is a managing partner at Vamos Ventures. And finishing off the judges, we have Martha Salcedo, Chief of External Affairs at AEG.
We're now our first team up. Get ready to sprout from your seats and leave your worries behind, because our first team up is Harvest!
Hello, my name is William. I'm the Scrum Master.
My name is Caleb and I'm a product manager.
My name is Iman and I'm a lead developer.
My name is Edgar. I'm the UI UX designer for Harvest.
This lemon tree gave my family hundreds of lemons every year, and unfortunately, I had to watch as many of them would fall to the ground and rot, and coming from a family that hated watching anything go to waste, it hurt us. And finding out I wasn't alone in this after surveying home growers and finding out that over 47% of all produce grown goes to waste helped us develop our problem statement. Households that grow produce struggle to deal with excess produce, which results in food waste.
The solution? Harvest. We created a marketplace that allows our growers to create their own vendor profile, which can be seen through a map. This map is available to everybody in their local area. In order for the buyers and the vendors to communicate and transact, we have a chat feature that allows them to build seamless communication and a QR code system that takes the users straight to checkout.
Now you may be thinking, why now? Since the pandemic, the cost of produce has been rapidly rising. 73% of Americans source produce in their diets, and 41% of U.S. households are growing produce, showing a growing interest in produce from beyond the supermarket, which we aim to capitalize on. The current agriculture industry solely focuses on commercial growers, leaving a wide open opportunity where we have no direct competitors. Our closest competitor, Farmish, lacks a presence in our urban and suburban areas where we aim to focus on. To help with this, we partnered with the organization Feast to leverage their experience and audience in these regions. To break into the market, social media advertising will be our way of gaining initial interest. To gain our first vendors, in-person advertising will allow us to gain connections with our users and gain feedback. To continue going through our users, we will offer premium benefits to vendors that refer new users to our app to incentivize growth further.
For every sale, we charge vendor a 12% transaction fee, seasonal hosting fee, which we use based on higher sales. Additionally, we have a premium version for an additional $5. In the future, we will aim to offer delivery as an active service. Our goal is to have like Uber where customers can buy from different vendors and drivers can go pick it up. As you grow, we also our presentation here, buying from vendors and selling to restaurant markets.
In the beginning, our team struggled tremendously. We had to deal with the implementation of a new team, but we overcame that challenge. We are harvest.
So question for you, so the vendors are people that are growing fruit in their yard. So have you looked into any legal ramifications of that all of a sudden I'm getting money for?
Yes, so at least in the state of California, you do not need any sort of permit or license to sell unprocessed foods, which the produce falls under that category. So things like fruits, vegetables, as long as they're not processed, they're fine to sell.
Fantastic.
Do they need to be certified in any way before you start selling to make sure that they're not processed in any way?
So since the idea is we're selling fresh produce, ideally these are going to be the things that people are going to be selling anyways. We also have a rating system which we call freshness, which is also a way to guarantee quality of certain vendors so that if they have a lower rating, then people are going to be less likely to buy from them, which incentivizes them to try and do better.
Do you know how big the market is for your product?
Yeah, so because of the fact that we're dealing with homegrown agriculture, the market is untapped and unknown. Because of this, we have a leverage to be the first people in this market to take advantage of it.
So my question is, do you see this as a national program or just a California program? And if so, when you mention the regulations in California, have you looked into whether they're the same elsewhere?
We do plan on expanding forward past California, as we do have a lot of hopes for our app, and we have looked into some of the regulations, but we aren't entirely sure.
To add on to that, we do plan to move to other states where home agriculture is even bigger than California, like Portland and Oregon.
Love it.
Yep.
Great. Awesome.
For our next teams, let's embark on our journey with FitArc.
Good morning, my name is Toby Ayaga, and I'm the product manager in Scrum.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Franklin, and I'm the designer of my team.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hunter Garland, and I'm the developer. Together we are FitArc! Growing up as an athlete, it was very hard for me to maintain my food habits as well as consistently working out. Sure, I've worked out for a week or two to stay consistent, but then I look at the bigger picture and I realize it's just a lot of work ahead of me. This is when I realized a lot of teens are a lot like me. In reality, 80% of teens do not work out, and of this 80%, 61% lack the motivation to continue. This is where I introduce you FitArc, our solution. Franklin, what exactly is FitArc?
Thank you for asking, Hunter. FitArc is an engaging fitness app that will motivate teens by enhancing our user experience through first completing a survey in which the user will be asked questions about their goals, height, and weight. After this, they will be taken to a community posting page in which the users will be able to interact with food-based and fitness communities. while also being able to post about their own experiences. After that, we have a macro checker in which the user will be able to track about their own goals by being able to log about their own foods with our own built-in barcode scanner. For our main feature, the profile page, the user will be motivated to level up and customize their profile in a gamified way by being able to do fun physical activities in our quest section.
Franklin, can you demonstrate that for us?
Sure will, Hunter.
Come for Franklin, guys.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Clap it for Franklin. So as you can see, once we finish a complete workout, it gives us 50 XP, and you see that we've leveled up to level 2, but you're still new, so you gotta keep grinding.
As you can see from our demo, BitArt is very different from our competitors. Our competitors, we focus on fitness and motivating teens and to live a healthy lifestyle and build credibility.
The past 8 weeks, I've really grown as a developer. I look forward to further bonding with my team after this and further developing the app.
As a designer, I faced many struggles, but I've also seen improvement in being a team leader and also being a hard worker for my team.
As a product manager, I had to embrace both of our roles, but it really shaped how I am today.
Solid. Let me ask you this. Are you ready to let BitArt be the spark of your journey?
Can you guys tell me where you think the profit is going to come from?
Our profit is going to come from subscription fees, where we're going to pay $3.99 monthly or a discounted price for $39.99 yearly.
We're also going to make partnerships with other brands, fitness creators, and coaches.
So how are people going to learn about this product? Like the teens, how's the outreach going on?
So we've taken a step further by making a TikTok account and Instagram account, by which you can see has already graduates and following, to bring awareness of our app to young teens and adults.
Can you talk a little bit more about that? You had a competitive analysis, but didn't really distinguish. What's special here?
So what's special about our app is that unlike MyFitnessPal that focuses on an older audience of 25 years and older, we focus on teens and young adults by motivating them and keeping them disciplined in our app, engaged by working out.
Great. I love it. Who did the technology development, the software stuff? Great. It looks awesome. When is it available?
Just as soon as we can. After this, we plan on developing the app even further and also enhancing the user's experience with more features as well. Yeah, we also plan on adding like in-game currency, where when you complete quests and stuff, you'll get a currency, and then you'll be able to customize the character.
Excellent. I can totally see like local, health organizations, running groups, Boy Scouts, teams, sports teams at local schools using something like this.
All right, everybody, next team up. Allow me to clear the floor for Explore.
Franco Guerrero, Scrum.
My name is David Velasco, product manager.
My name is Matthew Palmer, designer.
My name is Angel Jacobo, developer.
And we are
Explore.
I personally have a passion for Indian food, and I've always wanted to share that passion with my family. But turning to these big search engines, I never really found anything that was suitable for me. And I went home defeated that day because I wasn't able to provide what I wanted for my family. And this is ultimately where we discovered our problem.
People who want to explore aren't aware of new experiences.
To validate that statement, we conducted a survey and found that 60% of people struggle finding new experiences. So how do we help?
Well, our App Explorer has 4 key elements. Firstly, the categories page. The categories page allows users to flesh out their interest on locations they would want to visit. Secondly, bookmarks. Let's say I really like a place and want to bookmark it to save it for later. Well, you bookmark it, and bookmarks are found in your profile. Third, user contribution page. The user contribution page allows users to submit a location so our app can have fresh content circling around. Fourth, hint promotion. This allows businesses to get more traction and more business.
Our main competitor is Yelp. But for a small business, using Yelp can be really challenging due to the cost of $500 to $1,000 per month to be promoted. Considering that a small business makes around $7,000 to $10,000. These expenses can significantly impact their budget. So how are we better, Franco?
That's a great question, David. The way that we can help these small businesses is with our PIN and regular promotion. The way PIN promotion works is businesses can stay at the top of their designated category. There's a cycle time of every day. We change the businesses that are on the PIN categories to combat the competitive ad market. The way regular promotion works is businesses that are promoted will appear more often than other listings. But how do we know this will work?
We know this will work because we already talked to 2 small businesses already. And we pitched our revenue plan, they said that this is something a small business will want to use in the future. As for Go Biz and La Ploma, we already have a meeting set up to discuss on a future partnership. During the 8 weeks as a team, we went through a significant amount of struggles. We struggled with our communication and expressing our ideas cohesively. When we finally understood the issue, we locked in as a team and worked together. Thank you.
And explore your
This is great. I would argue that Google Maps is also a competitor. What makes y'all stand out in comparison?
Well, we don't exactly see Google Maps as a competitor, but we'd really love to partner up with you guys because in the demo, we actually use your navigation tool to provide a better experience for our users. That way, users can travel more easily to these places. But the way that we stand out is we have a more tailored, our app is more tailored to our users. That way, it's a lot easier for us to find new experiences. Not only that, but we focus on the smaller businesses.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your business plan, specifically the revenue side? How will you generate revenue to get this off the ground?
The way that we plan to make revenue is by charging businesses $8 a day for PIN promotion and $10 a week for regular promotion. In the future, we also plan to implement a partnership with potential data brokers. That way we can collect data from our users and sell it.
This is more a comment than a question. I'm really glad that you guys said that you talk to customers. And for you and for all teams here, it's incredibly important to talk to customers and show them what you have in mind, have them tell you what they like and don't like, and build for your customers. I think you've talked to 2 or 3, maybe 4. You've got to talk to literally 100 customers to really understand it. So it's a good start to do that. I really love the presentation. Thanks, guys.
For our next team, the leaving with no response is Renaissance.
Hi, my name is Alex, and I'm the developer for Renaissance.
Hi, my name is Diego. I'm the UI UX designer.
Hi, my name is Lucio, and I'm the product manager.
Hi, my name is Leo. I'm the scrum leader, and we are Renaissance.
Our story begins into the school year, when one day my friend had shown me a program their school paid for. When I first opened up the program, I was overwhelmed, confused, and just in shock by the amount of tools and instruments and options that there were. I didn't know where to start. When I finally did create something, it felt lackluster and uninspired. I really needed feedback and someone to help me. I wanted a community behind me, which is how we came with our app, Renaissance.
For our problem, we noticed that music producers struggle in finding inspiration when developing their projects.
And from our surveys of over 200 music producers, we found that 97% of them struggle with creativity. This creative struggle hinders the process and productivity, leading many of them to give up on their musical passions.
Renaissance is a place to focus on inspiring upcoming music producers. When you first open up the app, you'll see the music community page. When you click on one of the songs, you'll be brought to the comment section. In the comment section, you can give feedback to others, as well as gain inspiration by talking. Next is lessons. In lessons, you can learn genres and experiment. You can learn our music DAW by clicking Learn Now. You'll see a short description, and when you click Try Out, you'll be brought to the music DAW where you can drag music blocks into the tracks and play.
For our main competitor is BandLab, an app that mainly focuses on music production. What sets us apart from our main competitor is our hybrid learning approach, where we compare on our hybrid learning on how to use our digital audio workshop to a self-directed exploration in our music playground.
And for our revenue streams, we offer a premium subscription of $4.99 a month for Ren Gold. Ren Gold offers more access to instruments, customization, and professional tools, along with a more advanced DAW
to offer a better experience for professional music producers.
Our future plans consist of rent points. Points in in-app currency where you can show your appreciation to others by giving them rent points. Our other future plan is a more advanced DAW. This advanced DAW will be able to target more advanced music producers to come to our app.
Throughout the 8 weeks, our team struggled a lot. We weren't always on the same page with the amount of plans that we wanted to do and implement. But luckily, we were able to communicate and grow closer as a team to be able to achieve our goals and finish our app.
Renaissance,
embrace the musical reader!
Learn about it, and what's the skill level you're targeting to start with?
Whenever I can answer this one. The way people are going to learn about it is preferably we're going to start up social medias to push it out there and make more ads. And the skill level for this is bare beginner. With our learning page, anyone can really enter and learn about how to create music and what tools they can use to create music.
I just had a quick question on the sourcing of the content and the curriculum for the learning section of the app. Like, where is that coming from? Like the teaching or learning how to play the instrument, or like where is that content coming from in your opinion?
That content specifically is coming from a variety of different sources that we are cross-checking with each other just to make sure it's all factual and correct.
Okay.
I think it's really interesting. I like the idea of crowdsourcing music and the ability to allow folks to react, give ideas, give input. If I understood it correctly, that's a really interesting idea. Also, the idea of connecting to content creators. I think there's a lot of stuff going on in the new world of social media and content creation, and music that needs to go along with it. I think that's probably an area that I would be exploring. Have you guys thought about any of that, or is that something to come?
We have, so social media we have really looked into as well, like things like YouTube, but things like YouTube really aren't our main focus. Our main focus is really music producers that don't have a lot of following behind them, whereas YouTube kind of shows them that like they have to make content that's really interesting instead of what they want.
That's great too. So being focused on what you believe the problem to be and staying focused on that's super important. So that's good that you agree with that.
My support for this Occupy.
My name is Dylan Emanuel and I'm the Scrum Master.
My name is Luis Rojas and I am the developer.
My name is John Juarez, I'm the UX UI designer.
And my name is Edith Hernandez and I'm the product manager.
As our time in high school starts to come to an end, we've been thinking about what we're going to do in the future. See, we have big dreams, but we realize that we don't know how to gain the skills necessary to pursue the careers we're interested in. When we talked to students, we found out majority of them felt the same way. It's like we all have these goals, but we're not sure on just how to achieve them. In other words, high school students don't know how to gain career skills.
After conducting some more research, we found out that 60% of teenagers are unprepared when it comes to job readiness skills. On top of that, we have another 57% that lack soft skills, such as creating a resume or being prepared for interviews.
And so our solution will be our app Occupy. We'll get started with the welcome page on to start building our users on how to build a resume using our walkthrough and AI. After setting your preferences, we'll guide you to the home screen, which will display career options, internships, and apprenticeships. After clicking on one, it will display a description and their following contact information for those programs and internships. We also have a mock interview feature on which our users will schedule mock interviews to help them develop their career skills and soft skills.
As for our revenue, we plan on charging businesses $30 monthly to promote themselves on our app. And for our users, we plan on charging them $5 to use our app.
And so what makes us different from these competitors? Well, these competitors' main focus is for their users to get a job. Our main focus is for our users to learn career skills while applying to internships.
For our partnerships, we plan on partnering with Job Corp, the YMCA, and potentially in the future, local businesses and banks, so we can provide more internships and more jobs to our users. That'll help them create more career skills.
Throughout the summer, we faced many challenges, and our biggest one was working as a team, because we're all used to working independently, that we also lack communication between each other. We eventually fixed this during an online meetup we had, and we all decided to just focus on our app, to keep communicating with each other, and to keep each other accountable.
So, let's all dream big, scale up
with Occupy!
Where is the career development content coming from? So I'm assuming it's going to be resume building, tech interview, workshops, things like that. Where is that content coming from?
Those career skills are coming from the career, our job board feature. We're going to provide them, through our partnerships, we're going to provide them with internships and jobs, and through that, they'll gain the career skills necessary for those fields.
So I was really interested in a really cool idea that individual youth can join the app. What are your thoughts on maybe partnering with school districts? Because LAUSD is huge, right? Charging them a big sum to get it exposed to everyone in that school. Have you thought about that as a potential?
Yes, we have thought about that. We haven't contacted any districts yet, but sooner or later we'll probably partner with them. Instead of charging our users $5, we'll probably charge the entire district to make our app free for all their students.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Can you tell me a little bit about who your competitors are and what will differentiate you from them?
Our competitors' main focus is one competitor that I haven't mentioned is Google. Well, Google's main focus, it kind of does help, but it overwhelms you with so much information that it doesn't really help our users understand. So our main focus is to make it really simple, cookie cutter basic, for our users to understand and encourage them to motivate and go out there.
Guys, I think this is awesome. It's a big need, and you guys are doing a great job. You thought about, I didn't see it, maybe I missed it, some social network of sharing, learnings between the students, right? This is a great company, or I learned this was a great course, and things like that to just help up everybody's game. And if not, I would think about it.
We were thinking about the school districts informing the students about our app, but that's about it, nothing else.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of a feedback mechanism for people that are using it to share where they've learned. This was a great course, this is a great teacher, or whatever, good company to go work for, whatever.
We haven't thought of that.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
That's it.
For the next team, I'm actually going to need the help from all of you guys, because I'm going to need you to help me lend a hand to Linda. Hello everyone.
We all Linda! My name is Desmond Augustina, and I'm the product manager.
My name is Christopher Daniel, and I'm the UI UX designer.
My name is Jano Montalvo, and I'm the developer.
My name is Brian Lewis, and I'm the Strum. I'm also a writing senior, and I recently came to the realization that I would have to complete community service hours in order to graduate. But here's the thing, I haven't completed any. I'm cooked. I don't even know what I'm going to do. This exact problem has led my group and I saw a problem statement, which is that
High school students from Los Angeles struggle to complete required community service hours during the year due to a lack of exposure to local opportunities.
we know this problem exists through surveying over 800 students and finding that 71% of them struggle to locate community service opportunities in their area. Alongside this, we have contacted over 100 schools in the LAUSD district and found that 87% of them require community service hours in order to graduate. Here are some of the troubles students have mentioned to us about what's stopping them from completing community service.
To combat this problem, my team has created Lenda, which helps bridge the gap between high school students and community service organizations. We have implemented 3 key features that help the user glide through our app. Our main feature is an easy-to-use map, which helps the students view opportunities around them.
If you're looking for a specific opportunity, you can make use of a search bar and a filter.
With those 2 in mind, students can even see how many hours they gain from organizations as a reward for their service.
We have made the app with an emphasis of simplicity for a younger demographic.
We also focus on a minimal amount of buttons styled with a cool color palette for high contrast.
In order to achieve our vision, organizations will be a key asset. We've reached out to multiple counselors in the LA district who have expressed interest in using our app.
Logically speaking, we will partner with high schools to find vetted organizations to put in our app.
For revenue streams, we will charge a monthly service fee that will allow for 3 listings per month. We also offer a subscription service that increases the amount of listings and comes with additional features. Above are 3 main competitors. Our main draw compared to them is that we package a multitude of features in an easy-to-navigate app targeted towards high school students. We also package great deals at affordable prices for organizations based on need.
We hope you enjoyed our brief introduction on Lenda. Everyone,
are you ready to Lenda?
On who's paying? Those are the organizations that are hosting the volunteers?
Yes, the organizations will be paying to have their events be listed on our app.
Got it. Great work, by the way. I love the focus on who you're targeting. I love the research you did to tee it up. Really good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. I love that y'all did your research. I think it's also a really unique experience. When you use volunteer match, it's really hard to use, and I've been on both sides. Tell me a little bit more about, so if I'm understanding correctly, the organizations are paying and we're targeting high school students. Are you looking to expand beyond high school students? Because I think myself, I'd love to use it.
We have thought about expanding to more audiences, but right now at the current stage of our app, we think it's best for us to target high school students, but that doesn't mean that in the future we won't have targeting towards a large audience.
Great. I love that you guys have talked to 800 or over 800 students. One of the things that we always talk to entrepreneurs about is, have you talked to the customer? How many of you talked to? So I'm going to keep hitting that throughout the day. The second thing we always ask is, what is your unique insight to this particular customer? So it would be really great to hear something like, yeah, we have competitors, but we focus on this very specific group called high school students. And they have this very unique need that we know about that our competitors don't know about. And here's what it is, and here's why we're going to win in this area. Is there something like that you've come across so far that you would say this is our unique insight about high school students and why they would really love this versus a competitor?
We've done research into that, and we found out that high school students find it extremely difficult to locate these opportunities because talking to your counselor is a tedious process and it can be confusing sometimes. We've made it easy for them to track what they're doing on our app and also find these organizations really quickly, and it's very fast.
Have you, maybe I saw that, where you can see who your friends have signed up with to get, is that when we saw the list of names? Who
Yes.
signed up for what? That's good. That's great.
Thank you.
Scrub. Hello, my name is Patrick, and I'm the product manager.
Hello, my name is Tristan, and I'm the designer.
Hello, my name is Esteban, and I'm the developer.
And we are Safe Lines. 2 years ago, something happened to me that I will never forget. One night, after my volleyball practice, I took the train home when a man randomly started yelling at me with a knife in his hand. After this day, I ran in fear of not knowing what could happen next.
Looking back at this, we realized that public transportation commuters are not alerted of potential risk of harassment and assault compromising their safety. As a result, we found an increase on violent crimes on trains, buses, and stations in Los Angeles in the past 5 years. Not only that, in our survey, we have 70% of people who said that they have experienced a form of harassment on public transportation.
To combat this issue, we've created Safe Lines, a report-based app that allows users to view posts from others around them, as well as report any incident that they witness on the bus or train. We also have a navigation system that allows users to get to their desired destination via public transportation.
From Amazon's Ring. Our revenue plan begins with crowdfunding. We'll be using websites like GoFundMe, which we have already raised over $450 in just 2 weeks, reflecting our strong community support. Additionally,
we plan to use data analytics, where we will be selling our data from our reports to our partners, LAPD and Metro.
With a strong revenue foundation, we plan on expanding past LA and making our app multilingual.
Our future plans are built on how we work together as a team. Growing up in South Central, each one of our members of the team has faced some form of harassment or assault while riding public transportation. Our first-hand experience has motivated us to build an app that can help make the community better. In these past 8 weeks, there have been countless moments where we haven't seen eye to eye with one another, placing us in uncomfortable situations. Ultimately, this led to us becoming effective communicators, problem solvers, and growing as one as a team. All traits that our potential partners highly value.
And remember, next time you take public transportation, do not fear.
Safe Lines is here!
Thank you so much for this. I ride the bus and train everywhere, so you guys are doing work. It's not just the youth, right? Like more and more people are taking the train, so this is really cool to see happening. I have one question. One is like, okay, they're putting in the comments, and that's to like make people aware. Are those comments because of your meetings with like Metro and LAPD? Will people then be able to see it and address the comments, or what are your feelings? Like, what are the comments and the reporting going to do? Any thoughts on the Olympics and how that might affect, or how you can expand your app before that?
So, my opinion on that is, I know a lot of people are going to take public transportation to the Olympics, and I feel like our app would be a very useful resource for them, because as you can see, we are at a 5-year peak of crime rates in Los Angeles. So I feel like that would be helpful.
Down the road selling user data. How do you get your revenue from this?
And we'll be selling it to our potential partners, such as Metro and LAPD, which we have already presented to them, and I think it's very valuable.
And I would like to add on, data is money.
Right! TXRIVE.
Drive is here.
For your needs. Hello, my name is Calvin. I'm the Scrum leader.
Hi, my name is Nico. I'm the UI UX designer.
Hello, my name is Brian. I'm the developer.
Hi, my name is Carmelo, and I'm the product manager of Thrive. Growing up, adults in my life always ask me, what do you want to do as a job in the future? Normally, I respond, I want to be a lawyer. Because I thought being a lawyer was just being good at arguing. But as I reached high school, I quickly realized I had no clue what it meant to be a lawyer, and I had even less of an idea on how to get into that field. I spent so much of my time stressing. That stress became some form of depression. I felt like a failure. And that made me realize that I'm soon going to have to make a choice I'll also the rest of my life.
In California alone, there are 17 million high schoolers. And a sample survey our team conducted demonstrated that 96% of high schoolers rate the him. On top of that, 80% of Alliance School staff agree that high schoolers struggle to find and pursue their careers. Our team wants to ensure that students won't have to endure the same hardships that Carmelo went through.
With Thrive, users are able to explore a wide range of career options tailored to their interests. Each path is complete with engaging videos
Every
made by
website is
professionals
split up
to
into
provide
two
in-depth
the front end and the
to
back end.
provide in-depth insights of what the job entails and requirements to enter that pathway. In addition to these videos, we offer relevant programs enabling users to gain hands-on experience and build essential skills to figure out if that career is right for them. Finally, our app connects users with job opportunities aligned with their career goals, making the transition from learning to working seamless and straightforward.
Currently, Thrive is focusing on building up our user base. As of right now, Alliance schools are trying to incorporate career programs or career-involving things in their classrooms. And that's where Thrive comes in. We close that gap. Thrive wants to make sure that people don't have to go through the same stress that I have to go through.
While competitors focus on viral videos and diverse information, our app has a personal approach to career development and job placement, which will be free to all students.
Over the summer, our team struggled for almost 2 weeks to make this perfect app. We were too solution focused. The longer we went with this idea, the more we realized it wasn't going to work. We realized we didn't really know what our problem was. And so we changed our approach and we wanted direct user feedback from teachers, students, and mentors. It's not about making the perfect app for students. It's about making the perfect app with students. So, who's ready to strive?
With pride! I made contact with the dean for my school, and he offered a possible endorsement with our team. He was telling me how our revenue can come from getting a license with the schools, and they would pay per user. Additionally, we would make money from the programs who are on our app with PPR. For every click that a user does on our app, it will link them over to the website.
Website to what, a business, and they pay, or what website would then pay for the click?
An example of this would be TXT. When a user is looking at a field for STEM or technology, TXT will pop up, and they can click the link that will take them over to the TXT website.
And then TXT would pay for that click?
TXT, yeah.
You mentioned some competitors like Masterclass. How will you differentiate from those competitors in the marketplace?
Either career pathway, or using low from having self-discovery, finding a career that they want, and then finding programs which will give them experience in that, and then going to find actual jobs so they can actually start working. And our competitors like YouTube can be hard to find videos like that, and with Skillshare and Masterclass, you don't get that full experience through the whole way.
Right, I really like this, guys. You guys did a great job. The demand side of this business is young people looking for exposure to what it means to be an architect, a lawyer, whatever. The supply side are professionals or the content that gives you that insight of what it means to be an architect or a lawyer. Where does that come from? And is there an ability for folks like me or others to go on there and record 1 minute, 2 minutes to say, this is what it's like to be an investor?
So for the next group, they're all about making sure you be the best possible version of yourself. Because they truly believe you the best. Because it's you the...
Hi, my name is Najir. I'm a developer.
Hello, my name is Jimmer, and I am a product manager.
Hello, my name is Osman Guevara, and I am the UX UI designer.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Angel Diaz, and I'm the Scrum Master.
And we are UDA! So, how did UDA come to be? Our generation is currently dealing with major growth rates in depression. And one of the main reasons is social media. Now, when I'm scrolling to social media, I go on there to be entertained. However, in reality, what ends up happening as I'm scrolling through, I see other people who have a better life than me. And that sort of gets me down. It makes me question myself. What am I doing wrong? Why can't I be just like them? I started to feel depressed. I started to feel inadequate.
For revenue, UDA plans on partnering up with schools around the area in order to charge schools a yearly fee so that the students can then have access to it. Also, for partnerships, UDA plans to partner up with schools around the area, namely Banning High School, Hawthorne Math and Science Academy, and Antigua Watch High School. We will do this in order to further distribute our app to students who are in need that our app provides and also to make revenues. Thank you for listening to our presentation. And we are UDA! Thanks for UDA!
Thank you so much for talking about mental health and supporting that. That is such an important topic and a personal journey for everyone dealing with that. One question I had was, you're trying to work with students. What are, I guess, going through this app, how do you think users will get the help and support? Is it like the talking through or reading, or like what are the proper benefits to help combat that like feeling of inadequacy, in your opinion? Like what about the app is changing that?
Well, through the stuff that UDA had to offer, we are hoping that each and every one is able to help them, like through the safe spaces where they can speak with others or help others. And then through the gratitude journaling, they can speak good about themselves. And
if it's meant to be a safe space and they're helping each other, how do you prevent, sort of a bad seed getting in there and getting right back to where it started?
in order to prevent that from happening, we will implement filters so that no one can really say anything bad. And also, since we're giving it to high schools, we want the teachers to be able to monitor in order for no one to be rude to each other.
I thought maybe we'd get through all this without using or bringing up AI, but I'm going to bring up AI. And have you guys thought about using that, any artificial intelligence, for addressing any problems or needs of students?
Well, we were thinking of AI first, but then we thought, how about it just be us?
giving help to others.
And that's valid. And would you find somebody to train you guys to be more effective in giving that help?
Oh, yeah, we will definitely need some help from others in order to ensure that we actually give the right help to others.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I think it's time we all get ready to pop out. Whoop, pop up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Juan, and I'm the Scrum Master of this team.
My name is Oliver Castillo. And Emerson, I am the US developer of this team.
My name is Jason, and I am the product manager.
I once had a conversation with my friend. She told me how fun and exciting her trip to a pop-up fair was. After I had the conversation with her, I decided to do some research. As I was doing the research, I was questioning to myself, why haven't I heard about this event? And that's when I noticed that this system of promotion is disorganized, which leads us to our problem statement. Pop-up event owners have no organized way for customers to view their event, which causes them to miss out on opportunities.
So how do we know our market? In our survey, 70% of participants said they are interested in going to a pop-up event. Additionally, 50% of people said they are gone to 0 to 3 pop-ups in the past. This is important because we want to know why a large amount of people are interested in going to pop-ups, but only a small amount of them have been to multiple in the past. When trying to find the source of the problem, we noticed that in our survey, 65% of people rated the difficulty of finding a pop-up event between 6 and 8 out of 10. Our research also shows that 50% of businesses struggle with poor promotion or low foot traffic.
That's where we come in. Through our app, pop-up event owners are able to advertise their business and their information about their business to users in an easy and cohesive way. Through our many features, like our marker feature, which places markers all around the current user's location, as well as below the map, a more descriptive version of these events. These event owners can also post these events directly to our app through our posting system, only giving small descriptors such as the description, the time, the date, images, and the exact address of this location. Furthermore, users can create their own profile for this app, sharing their interests and hobbies, as well as their favorite places, and a personalized QR code that users can process payment information when they're at their event, as well as help us track what users are going to these events through our app.
Our plans for revenue consist of assigning QR codes to our users. The users are able to have the QR code scan at the event that they're at, in which they would receive the chance to have their purchase be free. This is how we intend to attract customers to our app and also monitor their purchases. And with that data, we will be able to improve our app even further. All we're asking is a 10% profit from the events revenue that directly comes from our app. This makes us superior compared to social media and promotion apps who often have high paywalls for promotion and algorithms that are often in favor of profiles with higher following.
Make every moment count.
Find your next favorite event with Pop-Up.
Tell me some of the challenges that you anticipate facing as you launch.
One of the biggest challenges I've anticipated, as well as our team has anticipated before we, when we launch, has been getting a user base, because a lot of these flea markets are extremely spontaneous. So tracking them is also going to be a partnership between these events, such as the 626 flea market is one I've been personally interested in partnering with, so that's one of the issues we've been wanting to combat.
I'd love to hear a little bit more about the competitive analysis that you did. I saw Eventbrite on there. How does Eventbrite make their money versus how do you guys make it?
So with Eventbrite, they often have fees in order to promote your event, and with apps such as Instagram, they're often they have high paywalls for a monthly fee. And with our app, unlike other apps, we only ask for a small percentage of what the event makes.
Yeah, I have a question. 10% of the profit earned from your, I guess you could have people go to the pop-up that maybe heard from your app, but you didn't necessarily connect that dot, and therefore you might not be able to get the money. Like, how do you ensure you've connected the dot?
So the way we ensure that only the profit comes from our app, if the person directly scans a QR code at that event and says, oh, I'm here from this app, then we get a profit. We don't require it to come from all of the sales made at the event, only sales that are responsible via our app.
Please welcome Goal Finder!
Growth.
Opportunity.
A. Learning.
That's Goal Finder.
My name is Kevin. I'm a Scrum Master and Product Manager.
My name is Christian Contreras. I'm not a software developer.
My name is Alberto Flores. I'm the UI UX designer. So coming into my junior year, I was always interested in music. I decided to look for a music program that was nearby and affordable for me. I went on Google, but all of the searches were really irrelevant to what I was looking for, and I got really frustrated looking through all those websites with meaningless information. I decided to give up my pursuit. It wasn't until I got to TXT when Christian had actually introduced me to an app that he'd been in, a program that he'd been in, that was not only nearby, but was completely free for music creation. That's when we were introduced to the problem. The problem is that low-income students aren't exposed to the many affordable enrichment programs in LA.
Our data shows that 73% of people struggle to find programs that match their needs and interests. So now, imagine finding free and affordable programs in your area without endless hours of searching that you may have to endure. That's Goal Finder.
So now, imagine John. John is interested in photography and coding. On the home page, there's going to be a feed of programs that match his selection. Now, his friend Mark doesn't have a program called Tirelessly. Using a search bar, he's able to search for that specific program. He clicks on the program, he's able to bookmark it and save it for later. And he's also able to see information such as where the program is located, dates, ages, etc. Now, if he wants to apply, he's able to simply click the apply button and do it directly into the application. It's simple and concise, which is what Goal Finder aims to do.
In the future, we plan on creating a web version of our app to make it more accessible to our users. And we plan on expanding to the LA area, California, and beyond.
Now, we face a lot of challenges as a team. However, the biggest by far is feedback. Our app will constantly torn apart. And it was frustrating, seeing all of our hard work going to waste. However, the thing about feedback is that it doesn't only tear apart our app, but it makes us come back stronger, which is why we're now more open to feedback.
All we want is for our app to bridge the opportunity gaps that low-income communities face. We want our app to allow all the youth in low-income communities and make sure they all fulfill their potential. So if I can ask a favor of every single person in this room to go higher with Goal Finder.
Would the people be applying to join this app and then get all the opportunities, or is it coming from the other side? Like, are people paying to post their programs in this site?
So right now, obviously we have no users on our app, so we can't really charge for promotion. But we wanted to stray away from charging the users because it's mostly high schoolers, and they obviously would be less likely to pay for an app like this. So once we've grown large enough to where we can guarantee applicants through our app, they can pay $15 a month or $150 a year to have their app in the sponsored program section. And that will increase their visibility, and that's what will make our revenue.
Yeah, and that was my question. My overall comment is thank you. I feel like especially large families and everything, something to give back to cousins, friends, families, this is a really cool app.
Great job, guys. I really like it. Did you guys talk to a number of programs that actually provide services and so on, and they've said to you, yeah, we cannot fill these spots? How many folks did you talk to like that? What did they say?
So we reached out to many programs, and one of them that really struck out to me was an organization in Watts. We visited the Imperial Courts, and essentially what he was telling us was that he'd have to knock to every door in that community to have the kids actually come out. And even though he'd been in that community for 6.5 years, there were still families that had no idea that that program existed. So obviously it is a problem.
What do you think is your biggest business challenge?
So our biggest business challenge is getting programs into our app because we have to communicate with them and we also have to code everything in. So yeah, it's a challenge for now.
If I could also add on to that, it was a real pain trying to look for apps for the demo because there was so much information that we didn't really need for our app, and we had to sift through every single website. So obviously, it's really just a pain point, and we're trying to more so streamline our app so to make it simpler for everybody.
Great job.
So how do we do it? People ask us, well, what's the formula? How does this get done? What happens? What's so special that you're able to get the youth who go from, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I like school, I don't know that I want to go to college, right? I don't know if I have the potential, to actually saying, I can be a CEO, I can be a VP, and I can do my own startup, my own company. I can launch my own company. How do you do that? This is the formula. I'm giving you the secret today. TXT, Teens Exploring Technology, at the bottom of the core of TXT is leadership development and youth development. It is not just a STEM program, it's not coding. Coding is a side effect. Coding is a tool that we use to understand that our youth have development, have character, have discipline, have characteristics that tells us I will be successful, right? So it's the leadership development, the personal development that we do at TXT that gets us to the next level. We have seen our youth go from a 2.3 GPA all the way to a 3.5 GPA within 6 months to a year. And that's because they find their passion, they find what they love to do and what they want to do. So we have seen that happen a lot. So first and foremost, at the beginning of it is the leadership part. It's the leadership part. We go to camp. So for 1 week, we're at camp, understanding how we communicate with each other, talking to each other, solving puzzles, solving problems that we have, talking to each other, understanding an essential question that we ask them, which is, who are you? You know, who are you? Understanding themselves and their story in order for them to be powerful. So that's the leadership development that we do at the beginning. The second part is the technology. Again, that's a tool. So the technology will change. I tell everybody who's in tech or in STEM, in the STEM world, the technology is not static. It's not going to stay the same today as it is tomorrow. So that's only a way of us showing them you can learn anything you want to learn. At TXT, we take pride in learning by hand, learning by doing, and doing projects that are real-life projects. Sometimes other places, our teams will probably be interns, and they'll probably serve coffee, they'll probably go ahead and make photocopies. Not at TXT. At TXT, our young men, either getting partners with real companies, right? They're doing budgeting, and they're understanding the budget themselves, they're analyzing data, and they're putting the data forward. Because we believe that they're young enough, and they're smart enough to be able to do that. So the technology changes, but the leadership development does not change. So right now, you'll see a lot of technology. But again, the technology is the side part. And then we have experiential learning. What is experiential learning? What does that mean? Well, for us at TXT, what that means, we teach them to fail and fail fast, to fail and fail forward, to iterate, to try again, to try it out, to solve a problem, to collect that data, see the data, what did I do right, what did I do wrong, and then pivot it and do it again, right? So we can move faster. We can move faster. It is at the core of TXT. Doing that is the core of TXT that we understand that process, or what we call design thinking, because we understand that the more data we collect, the better we get as a community, the better we get as youth, the better we get as a person, right? And how did we start it? Just in case you don't know the history of TXT, we started at a Starbucks. There used to be this thing called Starbucks, the first Magic Johnson Starbucks across USC, many, many months ago, right across from here. We started in that Starbucks with 10 kids getting Wi-Fi from Starbucks because we didn't have a place to go, and borrowing computers from my friends, and parents would line up at the Starbucks, and people would think they were going to buy coffee, but they were really training young applications. And it's a community effort. Parents believed in what we were doing. They believed where their kids were going to go. And it happened. We are successful beyond the imagination that we had at first. We went from the Starbucks to President Obama inviting us to the White House, right? We went from the Starbucks to President Obama saying, hey, TXT, come over and teach you what innovation and technology for the inner cities look like. Now we have alumni who are at IBM. We have alumni who are at Microsoft, Tesla, SpaceX, Snap. So we have alumni in all these companies at this point now, and they're giving back. So we are happy to say that that's what TXT was. It's this formula that's what helps TXT. And the development, the leadership, the technology, but really at its core is we're going to solve a community problem, and they're going to change the world. Just like somebody did it for me, they're going to do it for somebody else, and it's a cycle, and it's going to continue the ecosystem of TXT and startups. So that's what TXT is. So thank you very much. And now
we have 5 groups that are going to be, 3 groups are going to be winning, first, second, and third place. So first place get MacBook Pros, is that correct? MacBook Pros? Yeah, MacBook Pros. So first place get MacBook Pros. First place also gets $3,000 that we're going to give them so they can continue working on their startups throughout the entire year. So they get iPads, second place get iPads. And the third place get the headphones. At TXT, we believe in quality prices, quality work, quality information. This year, we're happy to announce, in case you didn't know, we need your help for next year. We're happy to announce that we have 2 sites this year. So the users in here, some of them are at South Bay, so over there, Harvard College. We are looking for more youth in that area, so if you know a counselor, a teacher, a principal that can let us go talk to their youth and recruit them to the Harvard area, South Bay. That's been a very awesome project and expansion that we've done. The goal of TXT is to expand throughout LA County. We have groups all over LA County. Every year we get about 300 applications. So we want to get ahead and make sure we go more opportunities for the youth that are doing this right throughout LA County. We have one youth here, he comes from 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away, but young are over there, 2.5 hours away. So that I always tell parents, if someone like him is coming here on time, like at 9 a.m. on time, if someone like him is coming at 9 a.m. on time, then everybody should be coming here at 9 a.m. on time. Right? I think everybody is. I'm not just doing anybody out, but everybody is, right? Some people are, but 2.5 hours on the bus and the train to come here is a big deal. Like 2.5 hours to be here. Some parents today have asked me about what happens after the total, the summer program. What happens? That's the big question for the parents. So the answer to that is, once a texter, always a texter. Once they become part of our family, they're always part of our family. If you see my alumni, they're back there. You can put up the school, so there's one alumni back there, there's one alumni back there. The people who have worked at like companies like Boop and Deloitte and Microsoft, and they're here, they're just like hiding over there. But they're here that we have. So what happens is your son is welcome to come back, right, all year long. The space of the cube, which is the Mercado La Paloma across the DMV, that space is their space. So if they need help with math, with science, with English, with college applications, any of that, we're here to help. Let's invite all the judges up here today. Let's get them over here on the stage.
So I was nominated to speak on behalf of the judges, and I want to thank all of the participants. It was a very difficult decision, and really we felt like you all deserved to win. We were extremely impressed with the quality of the presentations, the thoroughness that you put into developing the business plan, the revenue streams, and also with the diversity of the ideas that you presented to us. Both with regard to, what I see in the workplace a lot is that there are a lot of individuals that don't necessarily come from our communities in decision-making roles. And so they lack kind of the experience that we bring to the table. And so I really commend you for thinking through a lot of problems that exist in the community solutions. And I want to also add that I graduated from UCLA Anderson School of Business. And in order to graduate with my master's in business administration, the students in my class had to essentially do exactly what these students did. we spent a year developing business ideas that you could launch essentially upon graduation. And every single component that they talked about, including the challenges that you face as a group, communicating with each other, maybe motivating each other. We all face that as well. So I also hope and I encourage them to think about graduate school in addition to college because, I think you all have the potential. The last thing I'll add is that our group really wanted to emphasize, being an entrepreneur is very challenging. And you guys are already entrepreneurs and you've already faced challenges developing your business plans and ideas. So we know that you will all be very successful. Congratulations to everyone.
We're going to start with third place. This one I feel very passionate about and very close to, and I would say if this group looks to take this forward, I would love to volunteer and help that team and maybe even fund a portion of it. So congratulations to Lenda.
Let's go!
Second place. I think as an LA native, and there's a lot of amazing worldwide events coming, I think there's a big potential for growth. And personally, as someone who uses it all the time as well, I'm excited to announce second place. The big one!
Wow, congrats, I mean, this is awesome. I have the honor to announce the first place winner today. And what we really like about this company is that it utilizes the internet in a way that really empowers communities to take control of their resources. And the internet's great for marketplaces, where you bring people who want something and people who have something together. We really love the presentation. We think it's a really great idea. So first place goes to Harvard.
So, Michael. Fun year. Yep. I don't know what to say. But every day I think about one.
This has been an amazing year. Working with my team, working as a designer, I wouldn't have a better team like this. All of them have worked hard to get where we are, and we've all had this amazing idea. And I feel inspired, and I hope that I can take this app with my team further, and that we can make sure that we're number one.
I'm so happy to win first place. Coming back, really being able to win and work hard with my team. We really enjoyed this summer, and we were able to work really hard to win. And so I'd like to thank my team foremost. So yeah.
From the very beginning, all of us, we all wanted to be out on the stage celebrating first place. And from the very first day when we started ideating with this, we knew that this idea could take us there. And I'm so glad that every single one of us were able to excel in our own roles and work as hard as we possibly can to make this a reality. We plan to keep going. Thank you. Thank you.
Looking at the challenges and just getting up here, proud of yourself. So, yeah, good job.
We have about 6 Stanford students helping us out. A lot of them want to start their own companies as well, so they come here and treat us as an accelerator, incubator for them to learn how to do this. And one of the things they always tell us is like we've learned a lot by just coaching others to do startups. But Stanford University, since day one, since the time that we were at Starbucks, since the time we were at Starbucks, doing it at Starbucks, Stanford provided funding for their students to come and coach and instruct our kids. So that's why we're so grateful, blessed that Stanford part of us. How did that happen? One of the things that we do at TXT is that we say leadership is action, it's not position. We don't believe that leadership is just position, it's action, right? No matter where you go, you want to take action. One of our former students who helped us with the idea of TXT, he went to Stanford. And then he called me, he said, hey, I want to come and work for you. And I said, well, I can't pay you. He said, don't worry, I'll figure it out, Stanford will pay for this, you know. And he did all the paperwork, the non-profit paperwork, and he submitted it to Marco. His name is Marco, he's an electrical engineer now for a huge company in Pasadena. And he filled everything out. And Stanford said yes to him, and then from there on, from day one, you know, we have Stanford students come back. So I want to give a round of applause for Stanford for all that. Of course, fight on, so I'm going to close in the house, fight on. We couldn't do it without USC. We just couldn't do it with USC. When USC heard about us being across the street, they said, we can't let that happen. And they said, come over, right? And they provide professors who come speak, who come teach them about business. They provide students who come volunteer as well. They provide space, the most of the best facilities as you can see at USC. They provide, so that's been a great partnership that we have with USC and the community at USC. They love us, they'd like us to be here. So for all those professors, I know we have a couple, Rick, so we here. I think we're still here in the house, I'm sure. Yeah, you know, I'm a professor at USC, so we have to what's going on with you? So we want to just thank the other partners we have here. I want to mention Edison real quick because Edison, there was a time at TXT, there was a time when urban tags was just an idea, right? And in fact, yesterday, KCAL 9, we're going to be on the news tomorrow at 2 p.m., so KCAL 9 or 11 p.m. If you want to look at the story that's going to be on KCAL 9, it came yesterday to do a story. And they asked me to pull out any old artifacts or just pictures that we have. And one of the things I found was that napkin. I read entrepreneur talks about that napkin, right, where we draw our ideas at a restaurant. So I found my napkin. And we drew a circle with different names, and we're trying to understand the name of TXT, what it was going to become, the vision behind it. So I got a friend that napkin. But I say that because that napkin was seen by Edison, right? And when no one else during that time, this is 15, 16 years ago, believed that inner city kids would become startups, the boys were at needs, the boys were at risk, when no one else believed this, Edison said, we believe in you, right? And you don't have a nonprofit? No, I don't know how to do that. I don't know what that means. Don't worry, we'll help you, right? And Edison wrote the first check. So once Edison been with us since day one, since the beginning of TXT. So all of our partners are here. I mentioned everybody was here from Google, being one of the people who helped us understand the problem with young men of colors and helped us understand how to get bigger. Everybody has helped in one way or another. So everybody who's here has made an impact on TXT, right? With that being said, I cannot forget to thank the person behind the scenes that you probably never hear about. If you go to the website, and that's Roxanne, my co-founder. Roxanne, you stand up, she's back there. The board chair also to get complaints about me or anybody else, whoever, don't come to me. So she's also my boss as well, so I just want to thank that. I want to bring Will, right, Will? So I want to say thank you to Will. Come here, Will. Come here, Will. We had a tough time this summer. We grew. Growing, scaling is tough, as anybody knows, right? Scaling is big. We're so ambitious, and if you know me, I think about the most ambitious, crazy ideas, and then the staff comes in that we're able to figure out how to do this, right? And we had a tough time this summer, and Will came in within after 2 weeks to start the program. I said, Will, this is what we got to accomplish. this is what we gotta do. And we have to get this in. And I interviewed him, and I gave him the job almost on the spot. I said, hey, you want this job? I said, so we gotta get this going. But it impressed me because we all have read at least 3 books that I have read on youth development, on innovation, on technology, and how that works. We had a whole discussion on it. I said, this guy gets it, go fly with it, right? So, big round of applause for Bill Community Clutch. Who are we? TXT! Who are we? TXT! What do we do? We build! What do we do? We build! How do we do it? We innovate! All right, thank you everybody very much, and have a great day.
My name is Jim Goldfinger. I'm the Chief Customer Officer of Customer Times. We're a global systems integrator. And I'm just blown away by what the team, Oscar and the whole team here at Urban TXT and what I saw today. This is really the future of tomorrow. And I grew up with a lot more at my disposal and didn't do anything like what these guys are doing. So I'm inspired. Can't wait to continue to support this organization in any way that I possibly can. They did great today.
Hello, I'm Stephen Sterling Mitchell, Assistant Director for Community Engagement in the California State System of Support at the California Collaborative for Educational Excellence. And this Urban Text event was amazing. It was great. Always the opportunity for communities to get together and engage each other. How the students learned about communication skills, learned hands-on skills that will not only help their careers, but also help their community. The idea of developing apps and research skills and problems of practice to improve your community and using technology and apps to address those concerns is ingenious. And so taking away from this event the power of community, the power of student voice, the power of student agency to transform our future, and as well engaging entire families, communities, and industries to make that change a reality and real.
Hello, my name is Christopher Daniel. I'm the UX/UI designer for Lenda. At first, when I first joined this program, I felt like I was only going to learn coding skills to help me in my future benefit. But at the same time, I also thought that this was just an academy for students who are barely learning coding. Until I actually joined and first went into camp, I felt like this community that's built within TXT is really dependent and accountable on each and every TXTer. And throughout all the weeks, I have realized that it's not only about coding, but also about companionship, confidence, and a bunch of curiosity. With that, throughout the whole weeks, I have developed a bunch of skills to help me benefit my future and to go to companies that might help me in my career someday. And what I got out of this experience is I got to have a chance to participate in Demo Day, which lets me get investors to pitch on our idea called Lenda. And I'm really happy that this outcome was possible for me.
So we won 3rd place. Hello, my name is Desmond Adesina. I know that he did an interview with my amazing designer, Christopher, and Christopher really helped us out. Everyone helped us out. At the start of the program, I was really nervous about just the program in general, how we were gonna do things, and my team really carried me. I had a lot of difficulties. I failed class, I didn't work well, and I had a really difficult time. But through TXT, I've really grown, I've really developed as a person. I went from a student who was failing classes in summer school, not able to do work, not able to meet deadlines, to someone who's significantly better at those things and has the confidence and linguistic skills to speak in front of an audience or in front of a camera. So I really want to thank TXT. I just expect more now in the future. I think that we're going to make this program bigger. I know Oscar talks about taking over LA. I really think that people at TXT have the capability to do that, and I believe that with TXT we'll continue to develop and work and become better students. So thank you very much, TXT, and I expect a lot in the future.
Hi, my name is Edgar, and when I first joined TXT, I joined as a texter. Coming back to the program, I expected to see how I could work with my teammates, expecting to see how I could do and see if there was anything I could improve on for myself. And winning 1st place, I think really helped, showed us from our contributions and how hard we worked, how much we did, and coming back, I think that improved my skills and working with my team.
Hello, my name is Mike William. I'm the scrum for Harvest and a texter for SCLA. What we did different to win Demo Day is that we work together, communicate, and promote open communication, and think outside the box and strategies to use to improve our team. We may win, but the journey's not over yet. We gotta still do more stuff.
Hi, my name is Tony Valencia. I'm a rising sophomore at the University of Michigan, studying computer engineering. My group at TXT, they did a very great job. They designed a mental health app. I learned a lot from them, especially communicating. I had to learn how to communicate with them in a very efficient manner. They learned a lot. They learned how to work in a team and how to develop very, very complex apps. In the future, I see myself working a lot with TXT. Honestly, they have a great alumni network. I would hope to see my group of kids again because they're great. For my future, I see myself working as an alumni. Maybe I'll come back and be a coach again, or I'll work for the program. I'll definitely donate a lot of money when I have a job.
When I first arrived at this program, quite honestly, I was scared. I had already decided that I wanted to be a developer for my team, and that terrified me because I had no idea on how to code. And as the program progressed, I learned how to code and learned these skills that I could use in my future, which kind of led me to my decision to want to be like a software engineer or go to one of those big universities like Stanford.
I expected to learn about more business because on a flyer that I saw it was about business. At first, it was hard. I was so close to many times quitting, but luckily I stayed, and I think I'm pretty proud about that decision. One thing I learned is that to never give up, to always go after my dreams and don't let anything get in my way.
Honestly, before coming here, I had a choice between either playing games for the whole summer or doing something with my life, and I chose something that might benefit me for the long run. I was able to visit my dream college, my dream university, and also I was able to make friends along the way, go to places I never expected to go at, and at the same time, I hope this program goes as far as the whole state. I hope this program extends its reach throughout the whole country, state, maybe the whole world.
What I expected from this program was I thought it was just gonna be another school, but I learned multiple things that aren't taught in school, like speaking up and teamwork. And something that I learned from this is with a team, many things are possible. Yeah, what I learned about my community is that when all of your community can come together, so much can be accomplished. That's what I learned about this program. Learning that brotherhood is one of the most important things you can have in a community and how strong that can really be. And then learning that a leadership role is something I'd like to have kind of pushed me to speak up more and be a more powerful person and take things that I see are for myself, by the hand.
So my name is Ken Anabi. I say at the beginning, I thought the program was mostly just about teaching the kids, just helping the community. But I don't know, honestly, just seeing the kids grow, I'm seeing them learn the skills of discipline. Honestly, yeah, it's just a place to help build these kids towards the careers that they want to. And yeah, I just think this is a great program for that.
Hi, my name is Anita, and I go to Stanford University. I'm studying symbolic systems. I'm trying to have a profession in AI and fashion. At the beginning of TXT, I thought it was a boot camp. Not gonna lie, I was very, very scared. I was like, oh no, I can't be here, I wanna leave. But throughout the summer, I've really seen that TXT is about what they say. It's about innovation, it's about creativity, and it's about making something new and empowering the teens of South Central Los Angeles. And it's a problem that I hold dearly to my heart because, I come from this area, I'm low income as well, and I've seen how much they've just helped these kids believe in their potential and help them believe in the fact that they can do something with their lives. So I'm really proud of everything that we've done at TXT, and I'm really proud of my teams. And it's just brought out the passion in me to continue helping lower income communities and continue helping the people around me to just grow and innovate. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Patrick. I'm currently a rising senior at Stanford studying biomedical computation and hoping to stay for a 5th year to do my master's in computer science. My role this past summer was actually being the coach for the South Bay site, one of the 2 coaches. And it was pretty interesting. I wasn't really sure what to expect in the beginning. I just knew I was going to be working with a group of 4 kids at some point in the entire program. At the end, I realized it was not just about that group of 4 kids, but more so like that entire site as a whole. And even when we came to USC and started working with the USC kids, I saw a little bit of me in all of these kids in their passions and dreams and the things they were kind of learning about. I would say probably one thing that I'm gonna take back from them is that experience I had with each of them, working with different people, how different people work and think and learn, and the needs that they have to become successful. It was a very interesting 8 to 10 weeks, and I had a great time working with them. And if I could do it again, I would.